What is considered marital property? Well, here are a few examples. Marital property is anything that you acquired during the marriage. So you acquired it, so it's a house. You started a new job and it's your 401k plan. It's an IRA that you started putting away after you got married. However, it can also be things that gained value that maybe one of you owned before the marriage, like a house. Let's say you owned your home before you got married. You both move into the house, but you both take your marital earnings from your jobs during the course of the marriage and you substantially improve your property. You put in a new kitchen and new bathrooms. The increase in value of that home is marital. So we've got to think of these things in terms of, has there been a value add because of the marriage, even if it was a non-marital asset? Then at least a portion of it is going to be marital. Assets that are considered non-marital or separate from your marital property are anything you owned prior to the marriage. It could be a 401k plan that you had before the marriage. However, if you intermingle your non-marital funds with your marital funds, they are now marital if they are completely intermingled. If you had some kind of an inheritance from a family member and they leave it to you in a trust, and you do not intermingle it, that inheritance then becomes non-marital property, even if it was granted to you, it was devised to you during the course of the marriage. Again, as long as you don't intermingle it with marital funds. Can marital property become marital over time? The answer is absolutely yes. It all depends on what you do with it. My prime example for this over and over is 401ks or retirement funds and things like homes. So let's say you have a 401k before you get married and you're still working at the same company for 20 years during the course of the marriage, and it has increased in value, but it had, I don't know, $100,000 in it when you got married. Now it's worth $1 million. Well, there's been an increase, and my guess is you've been contributing to it during the course of the marriage. The contributions and increase in value that came about during the course of the marriage are marital. The value of your 401k the day before you got married is non-marital. And that sounds very complicated, and yet it's not. We just put that in a spreadsheet. We identify the date of valuation that was before the marriage, and now we look at it now, and then we know now what is marital and non-marital. Same thing is true for a house. If you had a home that you owned prior to getting married and you paid for it all at once, great. But if the two of you contributed your marital earnings, the money you were making during the course of the marriage, and you substantially improved that property, and now you're going to sell it, some component of that is going to be marital as far as the increase in value of the home.